We'll start with one of the longest standing rivalries out there. Big matchup in Utah of all places. We'll go Texas Tech 3-point underdogs at Utah. Just kidding about the long-standing rivalry, but I guess they're somehow both in the Big 12. Total is 58 on this one. What are your thoughts on this one, Lonte?
Yeah, man, this is an interesting game. To be quite honest with you, I think this winner of this game is in the driver's seat for the Big 12. Obviously, we saw some of the favorites like Kansas State early on kind of fall off a little bit. Obviously, Colorado's not a contender at all. So some of the top teams, are kind of falling off as far as odds wise at the top. And these two teams, I think, whenever we were coming in, all of the teams at the top were perceived to be like kind of equal. And I think these two teams have kind of separated themselves in two different ways. I mean, Texas Tech has pretty much dominated, but it's been against inferior competition. I mean, they haven't played anybody with a pulse. Even they beat Oregon State this weekend, and I mean, it was kind of a runaway, even with the delay. Utah, on the other hand, they went on the road twice to win. Now, granted, it was against Wyoming and UCLA, who just fired the coach. So, but they do have two decent wins, whereas Texas Tech maybe just one, or maybe a half. But the interesting thing about this matchup is on the Texas Tech side is like how good are they? I mean, we don't know how good they are because of the quality of competition. And on Utah, I think we got a pretty good gauge of what they are with Devin Dampier coming in, a sleeper Heisman candidate, if you ask me. But the story that's going to tell the game is going to be, can Texas Tech, can they stop the rush attack of Utah? I mean, Utah's got a 60% rush success rate. It's going to be good on good. Their offensive line for Utah is really good. The defensive line for Texas Tech is really good as well. But they haven't faced a rush attack like they're going to face with Utah. And I think if they want to get in an advantageous situation, they want to keep Utah behind the chains, number one. And two, they probably want to get ahead because Utah is not a drop back team to kind of beat you. Dampier is, I mean, he's capable of doing it, but I would like if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'd rather him be throwing and be behind. So I think Texas Tech would probably want to take the ball first. I know that's not typically what you want to do, but I think putting Utah in a hole early on will kind of dictate what they want to do, and they can play with their kind of tempo and force Utah to step out of the ordinary and do something they don't want to do, which is pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. They want to run the ball. On the opposite side, the Texas Tech pass offense versus the Utah secondary is going to be huge as well. Morten, the quarterback, is a little injury prone. He's got drastic home and road splits. Like he grades out like an 80 pass grade on PFF when he's at home. It's under 60 when he's on the road. And this Utah defense, the front seven especially, is going to be really after him. So I think the total is too high. The number is probably spot on. I think I made it like 2-8. So it's no value in that for me. I would look at under, thinking that Utah. I kind of lean to Utah's side, and if they're going to control the game, it's going to be a little bit less possession wise, and I think we could see something like 23-20 or 23-19, something like that. So I think it'd be a low scoring game. I do like the under. If I had to make a play on the side, it would be Utah though.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Tough place to play, certainly, and in any college sport, I think you're looking for home road splits, and they're significant. You've already mentioned that with the Texas Tech quarterback. Certainly, they've been building that pretty much every program. I know Texas Tech took $2 million out of the Permian and spent it on a softball player this year, so
Oh
that
yeah,
that team is
they got a lot of
clearly
money.
talented, and
Yeah.
I'm also, I didn't know this before I moved to Dallas, but like it's amazing how much of the Texas Tech alumni base actually lives in this area. So if you're
Oh
looking for a
wow.
place local to Dallas, check out Goodbye Horses. They're going to do a bunch of, I'm not really a Texas Tech fan, so I got stuck there during an NCAA tournament game last year, and it was like, wait, why is everything red? Why are there all these guns up signs all over the place? And then I was like, oh my God, get me out of here, because me and my friend were heavily invested in UNC Wilmington. But I think Utah is certainly the way I'd lean. I feel like three is a little cheap here on a Kyle Whittingham team. I mean, you could say he's never really had the best talent out there, but seems to be a winning
Yeah.
program and a winner himself. So I
Good
think I'm
point.
going
That's
with
a
you
good point.
there. And I imagine we see some stack boxes, but Honestly, it's one of those things where, especially, you might see some weird calls in a Utah home game with some big influence on referees. So look forward to Utah there for sure. Though it's a very early 11 a.m. Central Time start. So
Right.
I guess, I don't
That's
know,
that's a weird start time. That's a weird start time, man.
pretty early out in Utah. So 10 a.m.
10
local.
a.m.
But
Yep.
at the same
10. Yep.
time, they're not really looking for a huge like beer drinking Saturday. So
Yep.
probably be weirder in Auburn at 10 a.m. local time than it would
Yeah.
be in Salt Lake City. But we'll move next